And as we continue the conversation, joining us now in studio is New York-based holistic nutritionist Danielle Pashko, who struggles with Lyme disease herself. Danielle, good to have you here. And you have Lyme disease, as we said. You are an example of someone who did not experience that rash that a lot of people get. So you didn't know for a while that you had it.
Right. Many people get the traditional bullseye rash, and they think that you have to get that to diagnose Lyme disease, but unfortunately, I never saw the rash. So once you wait too long to get treated, it can become chronic, and that's what happens to a lot of people.
And first, before we get into some of what's been working for you, how did you finally realize that you did have Lyme disease? Was it symptoms that started to come up?
Symptoms like blurry vision, a lot of dizziness, super light sensitivity, fatigue, very bizarre symptoms, and I couldn't quite figure out what was wrong with me. I probably went to a half a dozen doctors, and finally I got a Lyme diagnosis a year later.
So you were on certain medications, but this holistic approach has worked for you. You made some lifestyle changes. What kind of lifestyle changes did you make? I know compression therapy has been a big one.
So compression therapy is definitely a big one. It really helps with, you can use either compression socks or you can use the boots. I recommend the electronic boots, and those really help to improve circulation. They can help with pain and neuropathy, and also they can help regulate blood pressure and as well as your pulse if you're having those issues, which can be dysregulated when you have Lyme disease.
And also there have been nutritional changes that you try to make, avoiding processed
Nutrition
foods.
is so key, an anti-inflammatory diet. So really focusing on a diet. We all know that processed foods are not good for you, and sugar, but also things like gluten and dairy, and also even coffee sometimes can be triggering, alcohol, and really having good healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, green leafy vegetables. And if you're going to have fish, make it wild. If you're going to have meat, have it grass-fed and organic. And also, in addition to having a healthy diet, sometimes you can't get everything within your diet. And mushrooms actually are very good for the immune system, and they're very anti-inflammatory. But unfortunately, for those suffering with Lyme disease, we also sometimes have a problem with yeast overgrowth and candida, and also we're sensitive to mold. So rather than eating mushrooms, I like to use a supplement that's been clinically studied for Lyme disease called AHCC, and it really helps to improve the immune system. It's also antiviral, and that's really important because when you have Lyme, sometimes you end up having co-infections, and these past viruses pop up again.
Since you made these lifestyle changes, how much of a difference do you feel in your energy and everything?
It has been tremendous. Yeah, you really, I mean, I did the antibiotic route, and that was something that helped initially, but also with antibiotics, you want to take a good probiotic because you want to make sure that you're replenishing the good bacteria in the gut microbiome. But yes, all of these things matter, so it's definitely important.
In our last couple of moments left, there are so many people out there who are probably just learning that they have Lyme disease now.
Yes.
What is your message to them? Obviously, it's not always easy, but you are an example of making it work for your situation.
Trust your gut. Keep searching, and if you're feeling symptoms that are just unexplainable, go to your primary care physician. If he's not doing the right test or she's not doing the right test for you, look for a Lyme literate doctor. That person is going to get help for you.
Danielle, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.